base with you guys on all the changes that are happening in the sport and the community of CrossFit and kind of what's going on and where we stand. I know we had made a stance basically with our gym and myself as an athlete and just, you know, everything that was going on and where our moral compass and our values lie, where we didn't feel comfortable representing a company that didn't align with our morals and our values. They are taking action and this is exciting, and they're listening to us and we are being heard and they are making changes. We are hopeful that these changes will lead to an amazing future with the sport, with the community, with the athletes, and an opportunity for all of us to continue to grow and better ourselves through CrossFit.
All right, guys, so as of yesterday, it was news to seems like almost everybody that CrossFit actually sold. And the lead up to this is really what everybody was kind of hoping and pushing for, is that, you know, Greg actually had to leave in order for there to be big enough changes that it would benefit everybody, being the community, the athletes, and gym owners. And I think most people didn't think it was gonna happen this quick, and it seems like it happened without anybody actually even knowing. But there's a new guy in town running the show. We don't know exactly what that means yet or what he's going to look like as a leader, but it does seem like a step in the direction. We are hopeful that this means that there can be some actual change happening.
I think this is exciting because we did see the title change from Greg to Dave, and Dave was acting as CEO. And that was a change that was made, but it wasn't the change that everyone was looking for. So the exciting part is this new CEO and owner is from an affiliate. So he's owned an affiliate for 10 plus years. He's been an athlete. He does CrossFit. He's involved in the community. And I think that's what's most important, is he understands it. And so I think we're excited that it's somebody from outside coming within HQ to help take HQ hopefully in the direction that we all envision and we see, or we hope that it can go in.
I think a couple things that we're just having thoughts on at the moment is that so far we don't know too much about this guy, and it doesn't seem like that many people do. But from what we've heard, nobody who knows him has anything but great things to say. They're raving about, you know, the way he's run companies before, his love for CrossFit, and it seems like he's got good intentions coming in. And a big point for me is that even with Greg being in his ownership previously, there was a lead up to this of the stories that weren't just the tweets that came out that were insensitive or the emails that had been publicized, but there seems to have been a long history of just kind of the culture there that was holding the community back from what it could be. And we're hoping this opens the door for things to grow in a much better way for athletes, gym owners, and the community, that we can band together, grow, and just make this even better for everybody. Something else that I just wanted to touch on is something that seems to happen often right now in like cancel culture, somebody making a bad tweet or saying something that's insensitive and everybody kind of piling on them without giving them a second chance. And what I was leading up to a second ago is just that there's a history of this within Greg and some of the leadership at CrossFit. So it's not that, and it's not trying to cancel him. And behind the scenes, what's been going on the past few weeks, even though it's been quiet, is that affiliates have been banding together and having long conversations. The athletes have been banding together, and it's been very thoughtful. People haven't just been bashing or jumping on him. It's been a very thoughtful movement to say, how can we better the community and what can we do to actually change that? And this was the direction that they were heading for. It just came even sooner and faster than they thought.
As an athlete, what does this mean? This is something that we called for. We called for a change in leadership, and we called for an actual change in leadership. So we're really excited to see that that is happening. There's still so much to learn and so much to just kind of be aware of. So what we want to do is we just want to make sure that the action is happening and the change is happening. So where I lie as an athlete is with all the other athletes, and I'm just kind of in limbo at the moment. I would love to compete at the CrossFit Games. I would love to see CrossFit heading down the right path where my morals and my values align with CrossFit in that company that I represent when I'm there competing. And I'm hopeful and I'm optimistic that as a community and as athletes, we can head down that road. So I'm gonna listen and I'm gonna learn and I'm gonna give this guy a chance, and I'm gonna hope very optimistically that we are headed in the right direction, and that also means that as athletes we get to compete at the CrossFit Games.
So Chandler made a really good point, talking about the pressure was what actually made this change happen. And Greg cracked the door open himself, and the community banded together with athletes, gym owners, and just the community in general, saying that this isn't okay and we want something to change. And you know what? That's actually what made it happen. If we would have just given CrossFit a second chance, or a third or fourth, this probably wouldn't have been the outcome. But with that pressure applied, saying we need something different for our community, it made a difference. And you know, hopefully this is a big step in the right direction.
Yeah, so here we are today, is we all spoke up, we took a stance for what we believed in, and that's what mattered. And the stance wasn't that we'd never go back to CrossFit. We told our athletes, they're CrossFit athletes. If we de-affiliate, we can't market with CrossFit. We'll continue to do fitness, we'll continue to be our community and work hard, but we're super excited that it looks optimistic that we will be CFP powered by CrossFit. I mean, after all, that's how Pat and I met. That's how we met our friends. We are supportive of it and we love it. We just wanted to stand for something that we truly believe in as a community, as an affiliate, and as an athlete.
Yeah, we love the methodology, and it was a stand we were very willing to take, but we don't want to rebrand over and over, so we'll probably stick with CFP, and when the time comes, if we feel comfortable with everything going on in the direction that CrossFit's going, we'll be powered by CrossFit, which is perfect. And no matter what, we're still doing the methodology, we're still part of the community. It's something we all love.
As far as training goes, this is exciting. We still don't have a date, right? There's a lot of things that go into that as well. As one, we want to see actionable change, which they are taking the steps forward. So things can only happen so fast with being well thought out and obviously making the change in the right direction for a good reason. So Eric has to get in, he has to learn everything. There's so much that he probably doesn't know. So we're gonna give him a chance. Two, we don't have a date for the games because one, all the athletes are kind of in limbo, just kind of balancing, are we going, are we not going, what's happening? And two, the borders are, I believe, still closed. So we wanna make sure if it is truly the test of the fittest, that all of the European, Australian, any of the athletes coming in from other countries are able to get in and compete for that test. And three, I forget number three, but we're gonna get back to training and back to training videos. So Pat and I have just been talking about once we have our date, we'll periodize our season. But what we do know is that I will compete again. And this is all exciting, optimistic, and hopeful news. And we just wanted to touch on it and share a little bit with you guys.